What's up everyone, and this is AZN here. Today you guys are watching another figure review, and this time it is on the Undeaddress Isis from the model kit series Dark Advent by Skytube and Alphamax. Also, before I get started in this video, I'm really sorry about the background noise, like somebody's dog is barking, you know, in their backyard, so there's nothing I can really do about that. So yeah, just keep that in mind while I'm recording. It's just one of those days or nights, I guess, living around my area. So without wasting too much time, let's get into this model kit that I had for a while. Alright, so let's take a quick look at this package here. This is a pretty big box, so I have to zoom out of my camera a little bit just to show you everything. But anyway, we got like this really nice illustration of Undeaddress Isis herself, looking like a real beauty. We also got her along with the Mech husbando right there. We got Alphamax DX version. I forgot to mention that this is the DX version, so my fault on that. So yeah, I also have the standard version of this, which I kind of regret buying. I'll get more into that in a moment. But anyway, so we got, it says Undeaddress Isis here in Japanese. I'm assuming we got Dark Advent right there. Got Skytube, non-scale plastic model kit. This is the third installment of this model kit, or of the series. I don't have the other two. I wish I did, but maybe I'll get them one day, who knows. But on this side you get like a couple promo pics of the model kit fully assembled, and also it shows you a couple things you can do along with her in the mech, and also the model kit fully assembled together, all that fun stuff. And on this side, pretty much the same picture you saw on the front, so I'm not going to go over that. And also on this side you get a picture of all the accessories that both of them comes with the figure, and also along with the decals as well. All of this stuff we're going to go over in the review. So yeah, anyway, so we got like, you know, stuff that you need for the kit, obviously, you know, like a whole bunch of hazardous stuff and, you know, legal stuff that I can't even read. Alright, so for accessories, it comes with a decent amount, so I'm gonna try to go over all of these much as possible so I won't miss anything, and I don't want it to drag on too long, so I'm gonna try to get all of this out the way quickly as possible. So starting with this really cool looking staff thingy that she comes with. You can also move it around as well. As you can already tell, I did put on the decals, so yeah, that it looks pretty cool. And she comes with like two bare legs. If you want to swap out, like attach to her from her other legs she gotten, then you can do that. And also comes with this this alternative flap, this front flap piece that comes with. I didn't put the decals on this one. This is the only accessory I did not put the decals on. I was too lazy and I just kind of forgot to put them on. So it looks cool. I don't think I'm going to be using it like that, if I'm being honest. Let me just turn down the light just a little bit so you guys can see that. So yeah, it looks cool, but I don't think I'm going to be using it like that. It also comes with this translucent looking back piece for her in her mech. This is basically for like, I'm assuming for like some power up thingy. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know any of the terms of these accessories, by the way, or these weapons, so excuse me if I'm sounding a little uneducated, but it looks cool though. She also comes with two alternative breast pieces. She comes with one that her top is fully lifted up, that's like slightly exposed, and one that's fully bare. These thingies that's on the breast does not come with the model kit, by the way. This is like some putty I just decided to cover up with, and because, you know, I'm trying to avoid getting this video age restricted, and I understand that this is a toy, but you know, sometimes YouTube kind of be on that BS, so I just had to do it, so sorry. And as for faces, in total she comes with 6. She comes with one that is like slightly embarrassed, I guess, like an embarrassed type face. She comes with a neutral / stern face. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. So yeah, comes with that one. She comes with one that's like yelling or commanding type of face. She comes with a naughty face, looking to the side with the mouth slightly open, and also a naughtier type of face where her tongue is sticking out. That also looks pretty cool as well. And it also comes with a blank face. It's also worth to note that on the standard version, almost all of these faces except for the stern face you have to apply with the decals, which I was not a big fan of at all. So keep that in mind when you buy the standard version. With this version, the deluxe version, you do not have to worry about applying the decals on all the faces if you just want these. If you want the others, then of course you're gonna have to apply the decals on it, which I don't personally recommend because it was kind of a pain to like put the decals on his faces and they broke apart too easily, and I just kind of quit. And she comes with 3 alternative hair pieces, one that has her horns sticking out, and another one with her horns relaxing, and one that doesn't have the horns at all. She also comes with this scarf piece that a lot of I often see this a lot with like belly dancers when they wear this, but I'm pretty sure it's just called a scarf. I don't know what else it would be called, but so you just directly slide this into one of the faces like so as you put in the head. I guess I could just show you how to swap the faces while at it. So you just pretty much just slide this in. I don't recommend putting this in all the way so it won't get stuck, but if you got like long fingernails unlike I do, then you can just probably just like stick it in like the crack right there and just like pop it off pretty easily. So I'm just gonna put this one in. So yeah, it's pretty simple stuff really, just like any other import figure. You just like swap out the bangs and stuff, and how you slide this in is sorry, I'm trying to do this on camera best as I can, so bear with me. So you just pretty much just slide this piece in where the bangs are at, and if I could just do it on camera without embarrassing myself, that would be great. So you just swap this in. Alright, got it. So yeah, pretty simple stuff really. It actually looks really cool, but I'm gonna keep the scarf off so I can go with the rest of the figure pretty easy without anything falling off. So yeah, that's how you swap out the faces, put on the bangs, and put on the scarf. She also comes with like alternative pieces to her hair and also other accessories too. She comes with like transparent parts. The ones I got on her is the solid one, but if you're someone that wants the translucent piece, sorry, let me just put this on autofocus real quick. So if you want to like the translucent piece on these, you have the option to do so. It's up to your preference. I just personally like the solid colors a bit more, but you have the option to put the transparent parts in if you want to. And last but not least, the hands. She comes with 18 in total. I'm not going to go over every single one of them, so we're going to go over these quickly as I can, starting right now. She comes with 2 peace signs hands, 2 gripping hands, 2 relaxed hands, 2 thumbs up hands, another gripping hands that's like slightly pointing or a finger extending. We got 2 relaxed hands, 2 rock and roll hands, and also ball fist. And for the mech, it comes with a total of 4 faces. It comes with one that's like have his mouth slightly open. There's another one that I have with his mouth closed, but I didn't feel like taking out that one. So technically it's 5 faces in total. But anyway, so we got the one with his mouth slightly open, another one that is closed, I believe. Yeah, there's another one that is closed, and also another one with this tongue out. I forgot to paint the tongue, but it is what it is. And also we got like a smooching face, and I did try to paint it. It's not the best looking, I know, but they all look good. And then I know that this piece from the kissing face is kind of separate. I tried putting it back on before the review, and it just won't come on. I don't have the strength to do it right now. I'm just too lazy. And he also comes with a how can I explain this one? Let's just say he comes with a giant banana. Yeah, a giant banana. Both of them comes with like this attachment piece that goes to both peg holes on the front and the back. Well, this one is for the front of the mech. That's the peg hole, and also the back for Undeaddress Isis, so you can display both of them in your shelf along with the display stand, which of course comes with the model kit. You can also bend if you wanted to. You can also move too. Also worth noting that the standard version do not come with the screws. It comes with the regular transparent parts, which is a shame because they could at least gave you some options for that. And I also forgot to mention that it comes with hold on, just give me a second. Where is it? Here it is. It comes with this this piece for the screws, so you can like tighten them up a little bit. I wouldn't recommend tightening them too tight, or else the stand might possibly break, or you might have a hard time moving it. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool that it gave you that option. I wish that was one of the things that came with the standard version, but unfortunately it didn't. But it is what it is, I guess. And finally onto the figure itself, and she looks like a real beauty. I'm actually kind of proud of how I made this turned out. I didn't really do a whole lot, well, except for the decals. I didn't paint the golden parts. I just kind of left those, I wouldn't say kind of, but I left those how they were, or as is. But everything else on this figure looks amazing. Like, I really like her face sculpt as well. Nothing super unique. It's pretty much like any other figure that's pretty similar to this. If you have like the frame arm girls or the tack girls, then you probably know what I mean by that. But it doesn't take away the fact that this still looks really nice. And as you all can tell, I did add in some paint as well, like some panel lining. I did a little bit of panel lining on like the armor. And the kind of material I use while I'm going over the sculpt and all that, I think it's appropriate for me to show you guys what I've used for this kit. So for the decals, I used Mr. Mark softener, and this is really good for like for decals. So I highly recommend using this if you want your decals to stay on there permanently. But do be careful though. You want to take your time putting these in like little by little, because I did messed up where the neck piece is at. I don't know if the camera's picking up or not. I'm gonna have to zoom in a bit more to show you what I'm talking about. So there's like a little tear going on right there. Everything else, I think I did pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Obviously, I do need to work on my panel lining still. I'm not the greatest at that yet. I'm still somewhat of a beginner of, you know, with these type of kits or model kits in general, to be honest. But I really did try. Yeah, it's not the cleanest around here. I think I did pretty bad around here. I think I did really good around the flapping skirt. Not skirt. Whatever this piece is. I think I did pretty good with the lining on there. And yeah, I think I did too bad. And also, there's no gappage around the thighs, and that's because I used Mr. Hobby cement. This is SP. This stuff dries real fast. As soon as you apply it onto this kit, you have to press it down like quickly as you can, or else it won't go through all the way. I did the same for around here as well, around the neck area with this armor piece right here. It's like when you move the neck, it tends to split apart, and that was kind of annoying me. So I just used hobby cement for that as well. And I think those are the only two parts I used the hobby cement for. What I used for the panel lining is this paint. It is the Tamiya acrylic paint. This is semi-gloss paint. I should have just went with regular acrylic paint, but I mean it still worked. So yeah, and since this is ABS, you definitely need it for that, or else it's, of course, it's gonna crack up your plastic on your model kit. But back to the design of the figure, and she looks like a real beauty. I really love the aesthetic. I believe this is supposed to be like some Egyptian type character because like the armor, and she is like slightly dark skinned, and I love my dark skinned anime woman, so there's that. And she just looks beautiful, man. She is a bit on the fan servicey side. I don't know if some of you are okay with a lot of skin showing. I'm not too sure, but I don't think it's anything like borderline sensitive, but it is still kind of worked out aesthetically speaking. There's a lot of skin showing, and I mean a lot of it, like especially in the back, but in the front it's not too revealing. So yeah, but it does get revealing when you do swap out the breasts and stuff like that. Then yeah, like it's definitely gonna be like a bit more spicier, if you know what I'm saying. But other than that, I think I did pretty good. Like I said, I left everything else as is. I did not paint the armor pieces because I'm not very good at painting model kits. But other than that, I think I did pretty good. And also going down as well, you can see like the bracelets right here as well. I mean, they're just bracelets. And also the jewels too. Be careful putting these pieces in, by the way. And also be careful with the bracelets as well. These are real easy to lose when you swap out the hands. And I almost lost them not too long ago while I was pausing the recording. So yeah, do be careful with these pieces. But aesthetically, I think this is a really good looking model kit displaying yourself alone. And yeah, definitely some things I definitely gotta work on as I keep buying more model kits. But other than that, she looks beautiful, man. So now on to our mech husbando, and like I already said with Undeaddress Isis herself, I did try to paint on this, and the paint is not necessarily the cleanest, but I tried. So yeah, definitely sloppy, but hey man, I'm still learning. So yeah, this looks like a really dope mech. I do have a couple issues with this though, and that is, like, I don't know if I messed up on something, but these parts goes down very easily. I don't know what I did. If I did kind of messed up on a piece, then that's on me. So, and that's the case, then be careful while putting this together. I mean, if you're already a vet at putting model kits together, then it shouldn't be no sweat for you. But if you are a beginner, there's gonna be some sweat because you only have one of these and not two of these like I have with the Undeaddress Isis. So there's no replacement parts for him, unfortunately. But I do like how this look aesthetically. I don't think I'm gonna be messing with it like that because I do find it difficult to play around with this. And also the fingers were very, very difficult to put in. Like, they were getting on my nerves and I almost quit entirely. So I know a lot of you are gonna be wondering how I managed to get these fingers in if I almost quit. Well, I kind of went a little primo. What I mean by primo is that I had to bit on the plastic. What the? On the fingertips and like bend them and then use hobby cement so they can stay on.
No way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way.
And I know that is a very risky move. And I know some model kit builders who probably watching this is probably cringing to that. But I mean, like, hey man, I paid way too much money for this model kit to not finish this. So at that point, I was willing to do anything to put this thing to put this together. So there's that. And I ended up only breaking one finger, which kind of sucks. But again, I'm not really gonna mess with it like that. I'm most likely just gonna keep it in this pose as you guys see. And also, I'm pretty sure you guys saw in the box that he could transform into like this cool looking cross. you just like basically fold this. You have to fold like some parts together, like pretty much like a transformer. You have to like fold these wrist in, but I'm not gonna do it on video or on camera because I don't want this video to drag on long that it already has. I don't want, you know, all that stuff, so I'm not gonna do that on here. But it is pretty cool. So yeah, aesthetically it looks pretty good as well. And also, before I forget, this has a really cool looking gimmick where his eyes actually glows red. I don't have the batteries in, unfortunately. I think this takes watch batteries. Yeah, it takes watch batteries. And I think they're called LR626, I believe. I'll put the annotation somewhere on the screen, or the picture on the screen, to show what kind of batteries it takes. But you use this staff of hers, and then you like tap it in and it glows. It looks really dope. I wish I had the batteries before I did the review so I could demonstrate that, but I'm pretty sure like other reviewers already done it, so you probably want to check out those reviews to see the glowy gimmick. For those who are curious about the scaling, here they are standing next to the Figma Saber from Fate Stay Night, and also the SH Figuarts Chainsaw Man, and next to some other model kits that I've got in my collection, right next to the Kotobukiya Mega Man X model kit, and also the Gundam Aerial Rebuild from Gundam The Witch from Mercury. As for articulation, her head can go up and down, can do a full 360, and the neck can bend pretty far. I did mention earlier, do be careful with this piece. You might want to use high-bay cement to glue this part together because it doesn't tend to split apart. So anyway, her neck can tilt side to side. Her arms can go back and forth. It has like a butterfly type joint, and it can also go sideways pretty good. And her wing piece can also move horizontally, like back and forth if you wanted to. You can also have it up just like that. It can also fully rotate, and around the bicep can fully rotate. She has a single jointed arm right here, so it can bend about over 90 degrees, and around the wrist can bend. Around the hand can do a full 360. Her breast can move individually, so it can go sideways as well, and obviously this is for like swapping out the other breast I'll show you in the video, so they can pop up pretty easily. And just like that, I did that unintentionally, but you get the idea. And around the waist area, it can go side to side. It can bend really good. I didn't know it could actually bend that good, but apparently it can. So it can bend pretty far as well, thanks to this ball joint right here. There is a very weird looking gap right there, so be aware of that. It's gonna look kind of ugly, but chances are, I mean, you're gonna just see the poses in the front, really. So yeah, anyway, her skirt or her flapping piece can move as well. Her legs can do like a pretty good split, and it can go back and forth pretty good. And her thighs can also do a full 360, along with these thingies right here, along with these I don't know what these called, but those can also move as well. And also we got double jointed knees, so that can bend pretty good. And around the toe, it has a single hinge right there, and also we can get her to do a really good ankle pivot. And as for the mech, his head can go up and down, could do a full 360 degrees, and also these things right here can also move as well, but they real easy to pop off. And around the arms, it can go side to side as well. We got like a single hinge joint right here. I'll just use this arm since it keep popping off. So the arms can bend about over 90. We got articulated fingers. One of them is broken, like I already mentioned before, but you can split all of them just like that. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what's with this arm. It keeps popping off and it's getting really annoying. It done it like several times while I was recording. But anyway, so the arm can also do a full rotation as well. And around this tail thingy, I want to assume that it's tail, but it can also move back and forth as well. These parts can move, but these parts pop off pretty easily. So yeah, this is a delicate mech, so you definitely want to be patient with this thing. I don't know what I did, or maybe it's just not meant to be moved around. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing that I can't really mess with this thing like that, or else it just constantly keeps falling apart. Yeah, articulation is pretty good. Just I wouldn't recommend moving this figure like that. I just recommend you guys just put in like one pose and just call it a day, to be honest. So my final thoughts on this model kit, it's a really solid model kit. Aside from some of the issues I have with the mech, it's still more of a bang for your buck compared to the standard version, because the standard version, it only comes with that one figure, which is obviously Undeaddress Isis herself. But however, with the deluxe version, you get much more accessories, and there's a lot more you can do with this kit. And even if you don't really care much for the loot parts, I definitely think this is more of like a definitive version of this kit. So that's why I'm gonna give it a 8.6 out of 10. It's definitely a model kit worth buying. If you're big into like other model kit lines like Frame Arm Girls, Attack Girl, then I say definitely buy this to add in your collection. It's definitely a fun kit to build. Except for some of the parts for the mech, I had a really hard time, you know, putting some of those pieces in. I probably won't get any more of these type of model kits for the time being, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna get the other two from the previous lines or not. I mean, we're gonna have to see. But yeah, I think this might be the only one I might be getting from this line, but who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't get the other two. I'm honestly not entirely sure. But I really love Undeaddress Isis herself. She's a really fun figure to pose around with, and yeah, I think it's a very solid model kit overall, so I highly recommend it. Unfortunately, I think it's sold out in most places. I got this from Copy Hobby about like a couple months ago. We close to like I think we're in September now, right? Yeah, we in September, and I built this model kit about like, I want to say like almost a week or two that I finished building it. I didn't have a chance to review it because, you know, like a lot of personal things was going on beyond my life right now, so I wasn't able to review this kit until now. So I'm sorry this video is pretty long. This is probably the longest review that I did, I'm pretty sure. But I really want to get I really want to get this figure out the way so I can, you know, make other videos and review other stuff as well. So I really hope you guys stick around with this long ass review, and if you guys did, I really appreciate it. And yeah, so without me rambling on too much, this has been AZN. Hope you all have a great and safe night wherever you guys live, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.